say that we're sick, we're crazy, and some of them think that we are the most gorgeous, special things on earth. I would like to be a spoiled, rich white girl. They get what they want whenever they want it, and they don't have to really struggle with finances and nice things and nice clothes, and they don't have to have that as a problem. I don't feel that there's anything mannish about me, except maybe what I might have between me down there, which is my little personal thing. So I guess that's why I want my sex change, to make myself complete. I was about 13, 14 years old, and I used to do it behind my family's back, just dressing up, till finally they caught on with it, and I didn't want to embarrass them, so that's when I moved away. I moved to New York, and I continued doing it. They saw me, and they all liked me, all the rest of the extravaganzas. And they decided, well, if you want to become an extravaganza, you have to walk a ball first. And if you snatch a trophy, then you become the extravaganza. That's how it's supposed to work with everyone. But like that, it wasn't with me. I just became an extravaganza. Hector Extravaganza, he's the one who started the house. He was the first gay man I ever met. The first time he took me to the village, which was my birthday, I had just turned 15 years old, and he threw a party for me. Out there, he bought me a cake. I met a lot of drag queens, transvestites, that I didn't believe were, because they were so beautiful. And that kind of sunk into my head, and I guess that's why it kind of made me want to even do it more.
Now you want to talk about reading? Let's talk about reading. What is wrong with you, Pedro? Are you going through it? You're going through some kind of psychological change in your life?
She went back to be a man.
Oh, you went back to being a man. Touch this skin, darling. Touch this skin, honey. Touch all of this skin. Okay? You just can't take it. You're just an overgrown orangutan.
The thing that helped me make my most money through the escort service is being that I'm so little, I'm so petite, I'm tiny, the blonde hair and the light skin, the green eyes and the little features. And the client's hands will be bigger than my hands. While they would hold my hand or something, you know, they like feeling that they were something perfect and little, and not someone that's bigger than them, because I guess that kind of disturbs them. Most all the drag queens that are involved in the balls, 90% of them are hustlers. I guess that's how they make their money, to go to the balls and get whatever they need and stuff. I used to hustle in New York to make my money. I was with a guy, and he was playing with my titties till he touched me down there. He felt it and he seen it, and he like totally flipped out. He said, "You fucking faggot. You're a freak. You're a victim of AIDS, and you're trying to give me AIDS. What are you, crazy? You're a homo. I should kill you." You know, stuff like that. And like, I was really terrified. So I just jumped out the window. I grabbed my bag and just jumped out the window. But see, now I don't like to hustle anymore. I don't. And I'm afraid of what's going on, the AIDS, and I don't want to catch it.
Like later on this evening, I'm supposed to meet someone, a friend of mine, a very good old friend of mine. He's a young, very good, attractive, handsome young man. And he's taking me out to dinner later on this evening, or for cocktails after midnight. I know he'll give me some money just for me to maybe buy a pair of shoes and a nice dress, so that the next time he sees me, he'll see me looking more and more beautiful the way he wants to see me. But I don't have to go to bed with them or anything like that. At times, they do expect sexual favors, but that is between myself and them, so I do not wish to further speak about that, if they do. But at most times, 99% of the time, they don't. 95% of the time, they don't. But I feel like
Oh, you should have seen me at High History.
if you're married, a woman in the suburbs, a regular woman, is married to her husband, and she wants him to buy her a washer and dryer set. In order for him to buy that, I'm sure she'd have to go to bed with him anyway to give him what he wants, for her to get what she wants. So, in the long run, it all ends up the same way.
I want a car. I want to be with the man I love. I want a nice home away from New York, up the Peekskills, or maybe in Florida, somewhere far where no one knows me. I want my sex change. I want to get married in church in white. I want to be a complete woman. And I want to be a professional model behind cameras in a high fashion world. I want this. This is what I want. And I'm going to go for it.
I always used to tell her, Venus, you take too many chances. You're too wild with people in the streets. Something is going to happen to you. But that was Venus. She always took a chance. She always went into a stranger's cars. She always did what she wanted to get what she wanted. I had a booking for a Christmas show at Sally's, and the DTs came to me with a picture of her murdered, and they were about to cremate her because nobody had came to verify the body, and I was the one that had to give all this information down to her family. Actually, they found her dead after 4 days, strangled under a bed in a sleazy hotel in New York City.
I'm hungry.
We used to get dressed together, call each other, and say what we were going to wear. And, you know, she was like my right hand. As far as I'm concerned, I miss her. Every time I go anywhere, I miss her. That was the main daughter of my house, in other words. But that's part of life as far as being a transsexual in New York City and surviving.